Hi. I know my head is so incredibly low in the frame, but that just looks so pretty. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We took a break. We took a 2-day break from YouTube so that I could be a person. We took a short break from YouTube so that I could just relax, breathe. We are gonna be doing some online houseplant shopping. I am so excited because I haven't done one of these in a hot minute. Before we get into today's video, please make sure you hit like and subscribe. Maybe you've been binge watching my videos and you just forgot to hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the community. I also have YouTube memberships, which you can check out at the link in the description. I don't know why I did this, I just think it's cute. Ooh. Okay, let's get into the video. I'm gonna switch cameras and we're gonna lose some visual quality, but we're gonna gain some audio quality. I don't think we lost too much video quality. I mean, it's definitely a little bit of a dip. Usually I'm filming these videos at night, so having any kind of good video quality for these videos is usually down the drain. So I don't know if you've noticed, but kind of everything I've been watching has been selling, and that's because I've been on a no-buy. And I'm still on a no-buy, but I've decided I'm gonna be buying an Albo when my no-buy is over. So on March 21st-ish, I might buy it before that because I have some sponsorship money which I'm going to be using for that. Monstera Albo is what we ended up searching. Monstera Albo. Labo. Okay. I can't type, I guess. Okay, we want to find our boy Varigata 777. Let's find our boy. Here's our boy. This is like my favorite shop. He has a ton of sales. I've talked about this guy for months. Also, if you're seeing me look down there, that is because that is where my face is, and I have a hard time not looking at my face in the viewfinder. So this is his shop. He has very, very decently priced Albos. Obviously, if you're looking into Albos, they're just gonna be more expensive unless you can do a trade with someone. This guy, he has Albos ranged from like 200 flat to 500 flat. Recently, he looks like he's started doing bigger cuttings. I don't want to just take credit, you know, for that. In my last shopping video, I did say that it would be cool if he started doing cuttings with 4 or 5 leaves on them and sold them for just a little bit more expensive so that people who did want a larger cutting might be able to get one. And that is the kind that I think I would be getting had I had that much sponsorship money. But my budget is going to be in the $200 to $300 range. I'm going to go through and show you Albos that I think I would like to buy, and then I will link them in the description for you if you want to pull the trigger on one of these for yourself. So let's take a look. We're going to sort by price. Lowest price. Okay. Also, it's really important to note that you're not going to want to buy anything without water roots and anything that looks like it could be rotting for any seller ever. So let's just get into it. This is the cheapest one. We're also going to be looking for like a balanced variegation. This is a great water root that they have going on here, and we have a node there which looks good. This is a very decent cutting for what you're paying. I would say that this is fine. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna link his shop in the description and you guys can come through and just like take a gander. Oh shoot, lowest price. Here's one for 3 leaves for $260. We can see that the roots are putting out water roots. We have 2 auxiliary buds, which is super exciting. And we have a new leaf. It looks like the newest leaf might be the more green one. I think it might be that one. It's really hard to tell. So it's the one that's really not variegated at all. So this one's $260 for that, but I do understand where it's coming from. You can obviously always just chop off the top and you'll literally have 2, and one of them would just be like kind of not super variegated or whatever. You could still grow it in for there. I would say that this is still a good option. This one, which looks even more exciting. Okay, so here's our boy. Here's the roots. It is turning into a water root, so we are good on that front. And it looks like it's decently variegated and decently large. It looks like maybe the newest leaf. No, that is the newest leaf, and that's definitely variegated. Okay, I would say that this is a fine price. This is a good price for this cutting. Personally, that is my take. Then we have this one. Definitely got some decent roots happening. Really more variegated. I don't always understand how this guy prices things because I would say that this one would be less expensive than the one we just looked at. It could be that it's more rooted, has a better chance of surviving, and overall it has better variegation, more stable variegation possibly. Next one. This one is $300 also, and you are getting a water root and 2.5 nodes kind of, and minimal variegation. I would also probably have labeled this one less expensive, but yeah, you can always just chop that there and try again. Here we go. This one's kind of funky. This one is 320. I don't know that I trust all that whole situation right there. I don't like the looks of the dark, but that doesn't necessarily mean the plant's dying at all. It could be like totally fine and healthy. It just means that like this plant does not currently have water roots, so I would not be someone who were to buy that, which is probably why it's such a large cutting for like a lower price. I don't even want to look at this one. It's too white. It's like, this is not even one I would ever consider. The browning on the leaves, that just happens because it's white. That doesn't have to do with his care for it. It's just like, this is not a vibe for me ever, period. I think same thing with this one. So we'll skip to this one, which I think is delicious. That is hot as hell. I love this. It almost gives like minimalism vibes, doesn't it? So here's the root. It's starting to put out water roots, but it has not yet. It also has, I think, probably 3 auxiliary buds. So there'll be one here, one over there, and then one up here. And it's putting out a new leaf. He was able to actually, it looks like, save the leaf, because it looks like he had to cut off the top one. So it looks like he was actually able to save that. It's too bad we can't tell if it looks like it's going to be variegated or not, but I adore that one. This is one that I would definitely buy had I the extra change to like gamble on a plant that might be reverting. I'm not into this one. We're going to skip it. I'm also actually not into that one, and I'm not into that one. Let's look at this one. 360. Okay, so this one's 360. It's putting out a new leaf presently. It's got decent variegation and it's got a water root. I would say that this is a really good option. I would say this is a very good option. Because of the variegation on both of these leaves, you can bet that this one is going to be good, especially because you can see how variegated even just the petiole is on this one. It does only have one node, right? But I think that that's a good bet. You know what I bet this guy does? I bet he cuts down the albos, and I bet he just sells the heckin' top cuttings. That's it. Because I don't think we've seen anything so far that's not top cutting. And I bet he has just like 50 of these big albos just like around. And every time one of them gets too big, he takes the top cutting, sells it, and repots up all of the other ones. And then they grow new plants, and then he'll take top cuttings from those. Genius. If that's what he's doing, that is so genius. Not interested in that. I don't like anything that's too white, and I would urge you guys to be careful with buying anything that's too white, because that will just melt. Here we have one for $370. Looks like a decent size. Has 2 water roots and 2 nodes. Looks very healthy and is pregnant. Yeah, that looks really nice. That looks good. Kind of got a half moon low-key vibe. You guys can see right here that this one is actually very pregnant, so that's exciting. All right, now we have another white one. I don't know why I clicked on this. That is honestly the reality right here of most of these white ones like this. However, there are a lot of people who are really good at taking care of white Albo Monstera. I am just not someone who wants to stress themselves out like that, I guess. I don't know. Okay, now we're getting into the bigger cuttings, which is so fun. Again, my friend the other day bought one of these, and it was like the one that I was like, you should get this one. This one looks like a really good one. Let's look at a few of these. It looks like the 2 that I was really obsessed with, except for that one up here. This one, I am obsessed with that plant. I think that that is so iconic. The other 2 that I was obsessed with, it looks like they sold. So let's look at this one. This one is $460. The roots aren't looking too good, personally. And a little bit of leaf damage, but that's probably just from being too close to the light or the leaf touched the light. This one, the white part clearly rotted away here. Again, like, you guys have to understand, I know that these are expensive plants. $460 is a little bit over $100 a leaf, and that's what Monstera Albo cost when I got into the plant community in 2018. I know that it seems like it's like so expensive, like $460, but anyone else, literally almost anyone else selling this plant would be selling it for like $300 a leaf, and this would be like a $1,000 plant. This one looks kind of nice. Ooh. Okay, so we got a little rooty guy happening here, and it looks healthy. Looks pretty. I don't think this is one that I would buy. I need to have like a very strong connection to the plants that I buy. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point? This one is 4 leaves for $500. We got something happening here. So this is probably one that if I liked the variegation on it, I would buy, but I'm not obsessed with this one. So this is $500 again. Oh, I like that leaf. That leaf is iconic. I really like that. Ooh, I like that. You see how it's like the 2 tones and they almost look painted on top of each other? That is just awesome. I really like this one. Okay, so this is a $500 Albo and you're getting 4.5 leaves. Let's see if we can see the pregnant one. So it actually looks like the newest leaf is still coming in. So it's not quite pregnant yet. That leaf still has to harden off. So awesome. I love that. That looks so good. Oh! Yeah, we got 2 here. So this one is 500 for 3 leaves. Decent amount of roots happening, actually. Decently good variegation. And again, it's a top cutting, so you'll get a new leaf from this one. This one's fine. Again, it's just not one that I think I would super like. I think you guys can tell. His albos just have so much white, so that's why I get kind of wary. Because I'm not super into the big spots of white. Okay, so that's his shop. Looks good. He had some amazing ones the other day, which is why I think as soon as I get the sponsorship money that's coming, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and order one if I like it, even if it's before the end of my no buy. And I don't really plan on buying any more plants this month. I do have 1 cheat left still, so technically I wouldn't be really breaking the rules of my no buy because I gave myself 4 cheats. Okay, let's try to find another seller. I found a seller the other day who is actually selling kind of more of a bang for your buck. It was this person. Okay, so this person, hopefully they don't shoot their freaking prices up after this video because, oh, it looks like they already might have question mark. They're already going up. They had a couple obliquas and they were 6,000 when they were listed. Okay, no, yeah. Okay, so they were 7,000. So this guy has a ton of albos. I think the ones that I was looking at aren't here anymore. Deal with Variegata 777 is that you get quite a few leaves for what you're paying. It's at least like $80 to $100 per leaf, pretty much, right? This person, you're not exactly getting all those leaves, but you are getting a plant that is ready to be potted up. And I think that that is really important. I think I messaged them about this one specifically because I really like this leaf. I think that that's really nice. And it has 3, so you're getting 3 for $339.99. They did tell me that this is the newest leaf. So something happened to it that caused them to need to cut it all off, which is like kind of unnerving. And also that's a whole lot of white right there that I don't really feel good about. Pretty rare to find someone selling a plant that is this rooted for that little when it's this plant. Being said, please don't like go raise your prices. Yeah, it looks like they do 1-day shipping. This person is Josephine. So the other person is Bo and this person is Josephine. And this shop just popped up recently. I would say, honestly, when I was looking at these prices the other day, they seemed a lot cheaper for what you were getting. Most of these, actually, I think it'd be better to order from Variegata 777, at least for the plants that I'm seeing right now. Yeah, the price goes up significantly once she's got them potted up. This is definitely not a bad option, especially because you know your plants are gonna probably do really good. You can see that they've done a lot of these, oh, cool. So this is how they packaged. So is this really how that person packaged? Heat pack down here. She pointed out where the tape was so you don't accidentally break the plant. Wow. Let's take a look at one of her more expensive, let's do highest price. So obviously the obliquas. Then we have this elbow. This is $800 about, probably with shipping. And it does look like it is fully rooted. I just love these dark leaves. Like whenever they do like that super deep dark color, I think that that's really nice. In order for them to be like a true competitor for me, I think the prices need to be lower for what you're getting. Because if we compare this price, like you would be getting an Albo with at least 3 leaves if you were gonna get one for Variegata 777. Here's another one, $199.99. The node looks fine. It looks just kind of a little bit dirty. But like the plant itself, it's still a little variegated. $200. That's still a little steep, but like if you're like so tight on money, but you just want an Albo, like it's there for you and you can decide for yourself if it's something you want to buy. Let's try to find another good deal. Botanica's also has some very decently priced, very rooted albos as well. It's just so hard because like finding any kind of good deal for these is so hard. Okay, so it's not rooted. This is for $186. So this is like the cheapest good quality I think one we've seen. Here's another one. That's actually really nice. Looks like there's some water roots in there. I love my cutting. Shipped so fast. Less than 2 days to get here. Yeah, that seems to be, I think that's why the shipping is so expensive. I think they try to do next day. Let's look at their other listings. Let's see what you got. Okay, another very inexpensive Albo shop. I would almost consider this rehab though. These don't look so good. $185 for something that variegated. The only thing, you guys listen, the only thing with these is doesn't have roots. It's very likely that the node will just lose the leaf altogether. To be so careful when you're looking at these ones without any roots. This is why I didn't talk about Variegata 777 for so long on my channel, even though he was so popular and people were buying from him all the time, because there was no roots, like ever. There would be rare cases where the roots were there. And now almost every single one, I would argue every single one he's selling has some kind of root forming. Like, it's either forming or he's pretty much not selling it, which I really respect. These are definitely the lowest prices we've seen for the like single cutting plants. Here is a 4-leaf Albo Monstera. I see 3 leaves. 4, I understand, okay. So one is new. Yeah, that's the new one. Doesn't look too good. This is the new one. Here we have a $225 Monstera Albo stem cutting. Okay, so perfect. We're getting roots. See this little like kind of white brown fuzzy stuff? That's what comes in before the roots. So if you see that coming in, that means, hey, you're gonna get some roots soon. That's exciting. Starting to pop up here. So that's fine. I think that for this price and the fact that they've sold other, oh, it looks like the shop owner's name is Carly. Nice to meet you, Carly, if you're watching. Carly was helpful and attentive, making sure my cutting got to me safely even during a period of bad weather. That's very impressive. By far the best experience I've ever had ordering online. Had concerns about the polar vortex. She agreed to hold off. She really does care about customer satisfaction. This shop got multiple 5-star reviews in the past 7 days. 147 sales, 5-star shop. Honestly, what probably happened is after the storm went away, everyone bought all the Albos because I feel like a ton of them sold. I'm not into like all of these other ones. Let's check out this one. This one's $180, very inexpensive. We got a little bitty baby root and the auxiliary bud is already activating. So that is already new growth coming in on the auxiliary bud. For $180, I think that that's a fine price. I like it. I like seeing competition in the market, lowering the prices. We've been needing that. The thing is that with people that price their Albos just like exorbitantly expensive is literally no one's gonna buy that. If you just lowered your price to below $400, I honestly below like $350, you're gonna sell things every single day. And if you have this much stock and you're selling that much every single day, bro, you're just gonna make way more money like that. So this one keeps coming up. The brushed leaf. 426 sales, 5-star shop, 265. Pretty rooted. Wow, that's really rooted. You could pot that. So it's a node cutting. There's our auxiliary bud, so it's gonna come in from right there. Let's see what else you got, dude. See what else you got. Okay, we got a lot of Albo stores happening. This is kind of exciting. Looks like similar pricing. I still haven't seen anyone offer better deals, in my opinion, than Variegata 777, but it's nice to see that there's a couple things. So it really is so case-by-case basis. This seems like something that Bo would sell in his shop. It's really nice quality plant, beautiful mature leaf, almost kind of looks like a Thai constellation, honestly. Arrived less than 24 hours. Great. So it sounds like this person's got great service, similar shipping to Bo. Because the whole point of this video is for me to teach you guys how to find good deals Albo hunting, right? We don't price shame here, but it is important to know when you're finding a bargain and when you're not finding a bargain. Prices here are kind of a little all over the place. This one doesn't make sense to me. $700 for 3 leaves and it's rooted, kind of. It's just the white. I don't understand. This one doesn't make sense. The brushed leaf is the owner of the brushed leaf. Okay, we don't know a name for this one. Yeah, just be careful, you guys, with buying plants that don't have roots. I think that this is a really decent shop. I'd say that there are some good deals here, but I think that this shop is especially case-by-case basis. So if I were you guys, I would favorite it and then check it out. It's a good shop, like, for sure. It's just I don't understand the $700 pricing. The only thing that makes sense is that it's super white. So I appreciate immensely how rooted these are. I think it's great, actually. Love it! I actually really like this listing. I think 2 leaves for $285 is between the $80 to $100 per leaf pricing, kind of. That is pretty cool. I think that this is a good buy, specifically this one. Like, this listing, I think, is a really good listing. $418. Oh, $415. Cute. Okay, that is so cute. Is anyone else just a sucker for that? I'm a sucker for that. Oh, it's so cute. So cute. This is a really good listing, too. A little bit more expensive, but it is a bigger leaf. The variegation's nice. So far, all these shops have been really good. My #1 critique for any shop ever is don't sell albos without roots. It's just sending them down the wrong path. So I honestly couldn't find any other shop that I felt like offered decent prices. I'll be linking every single one of these shops down in the description. I hope that you guys will go check them out. Again, it's a case-by-case basis. Never ever buy anything that looks like it's rotting. If you have to question, is that rot? Don't buy it, in my opinion. Always make sure you're looking for those cute little white water roots. Always, always, always look for an auxiliary bud. The last thing you want to do is buy something that has a spent node. However, I didn't see anything in any of these shops that looked like a spent node. I hope that I was able to give you some variety on where to find really inexpensive, for what they are, albos online. And definitely, though, first check out Varigata 777 because I have the most experience with this shop. I have friends that have ordered from this shop. It's dark now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and tweet me at PlantMeAshley. Follow me on Instagram at PlantMeAshley. I have a ton of super fun stuff we're doing there. I'm doing reels, I'm doing story posts, and you know, all the fun Instagram content stuff. I also have a Twitter where I try to put out at least one funny plant quippy tweet a day. Anyways, thank you for letting me take a break. I had a really good time relaxing. I've been playing Viva Pinata. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Also check out my memberships, check out my merch in the link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next houseplant section. Goodbye!